Our struggle to survive in a hostile universe had long erased the memory of the cataclysmic disaster that first hurled our moon out of Earth's orbit. But the recent events that occurred on the planet Arkadia have revived that painful memory and forced us to reconsider our purpose in space. And when it started, it was to prove terrifying.
Velocity's increasing. Main scanner.
Intense gravitational forces, sir.
Computer identification. Our velocity readings are off the clock.
All sensor equipment malfunctional.
You all right?
Yes, you?
Check all internal Moonbase systems. Helena, you all right?
Regina.
Dr. Matthias,
Yes, Commander.
how are things down there?
Nothing too serious. Getting back to normal.
Get a medical crew to main mission. Alan, you all right?
Yeah.
Check with reconnaissance, see if any of the Eagles are damaged. All right. Stopper, call technical section. I want emergency repair crew on standby. Connell, check all sensors and scanners. Victor, what the hell hit us?
I have no idea. I just know we're not where we ought to be. We've changed our position in space.
And she's not responding to treatment.
No.
Shock, headaches, double vision. We all experience the same symptoms.
And recovering, except Regina. Her condition seems to be deteriorating.
Yeah, but her condition can be diagnosed. Understood. What's happening to us out there in space is beyond explanation.
Another solar system.
Well. Looks as if we've done a bit of traveling.
Some traveling, Professor. Billions of miles in a matter of seconds.
Seconds?
Maybe our sensors can tell us something. Paul, how are the repairs coming along?
We're still working on them, sir. Well, the sensors won't tell us how we got here.
No. But they will tell us what kind of planets are out there.
Regina. That's all right.
I was up there again.
Where?
There were two moons.
Just take it easy.
Everyone was there. Alan, the commander, everyone. It must have been a dream.
Of course it was a dream.
Yes. Because they're dead. Helen and the commander, they're dead. No, they're not dead. No,
Regina.
no.
They're not dead, Regina.
No. No, they're not. Isn't the sun hot today?
Tell me about the sun, Regina.
Artificial gravity,
Link up positive.
velocity instrumentation,
Now working.
data systems,
Activating.
sensors,
Repair and check.
meteorite screens,
Operational and on automatic. All output link ups completed, sir.
link up.
You can see she actually has sunburn. She believes she's living on a planet in open air with sun, wind, trees.
Mm-hmm. Something like déjà vu. You know that feeling of, I've been here before. It's a common enough experience.
No, it's deeper than that. And if it were classic regression, I could deal with it. She's convinced she's actually living another life. Her present life here on Alpha no longer seems to exist for her.
Did you tell her we're in a new solar system?
No. The only thing she relates to is this fantasy existence. And the most troublesome part of it for her is that she's in mourning.
Morning.
She thinks both you and Alan Carter are dead.
And why should this only happen to Regina?
I mean, We all of us went through the same experience.
I don't know. What I'm looking for is a connection between that experience and her condition.
Well, now, it seems that we've been traveling faster than the speed of light, which means, of course, time might be affected. So Regina might be living a past life or perhaps even a future life, but feeling it now.
Commander.
You checked all this?
It checks out. Computer confirms there are 9 planets revolving around that sun.
Aim long-range scanner on the 3rd planet. Kano, see what computer has to say about the 3rd planet.
Third planet. Distance from the sun, 93 million miles. Diameter, 7,926 miles. Axial rotation, 23 hours and 56 minutes. Third planet is the 3rd planet of our solar system. Planet's name is Earth. Moon velocity easy. Moon going into Earth's orbit.
Come in, Earth. Moonbase Alpha calling Earth. Moonbase Alpha calling Earth. Come in, Earth.
We're not receiving you, Earth. Possibly you can hear me. Computer forecasts that we shall re-enter Earth orbit in 45 hours.
Gravitational forces compensating steadily. Shockwave conditions not expected.
Great. We can take an eagle down for a look right now. But we're getting no response to our signals. Something's wrong.
Oh, come on. Let's cut the talking and get going. Damn it. What is keeping the commander?
We've guessed at all kinds of disasters.
And we're still guessing. We can't calculate what might have happened to the Earth since the moon went out of orbit.
Still no contact, Commander.
Keep trying, Paul. Open all frequencies and put the signal on automatic.
Yes, sir.
Victor? A space phenomenon we don't understand shifts us billions of light years across space. As incredible as that is, I accept it. But to put us precisely in the exact orbit we occupied around Earth. I know less and less about this universe, Victor. But that's got to be more than chance.
Yes. There's a logic to it somewhere, John. There is some frame of order. We may make all sorts of blunders, wander off the path now and then, but ultimately, we belong where we belong, on Earth.
I always peel. It's awful, isn't it?
Oh, it's not bad.
Oh, I hate being ill. I hate being inside so much.
You're getting better now.
Yes. I think it's because he's come back.
Who's come back?
My husband.
Your husband.
Yes, Alan. It's been so long. Why have Alan and the commander been away so long?
You've been ill, and time gets all mixed up.
But they are back now, aren't they?
Now, look, don't upset yourself. You want to get better, don't you?
He is here, isn't he? Alan is here, isn't he? He is here.
Yes, he is here.
Why doesn't he come to see me?
He will soon.
You will ask him. He will come. Please ask him.
All right. I'll bring him to see you.
Once we're in orbit, you'll have plenty of time for reconnaissance. But if you go down there now, and if for any reason we don't go into Earth's orbit, we'll lose you forever.
But we are going into orbit. The computer confirms it.
The computer can't even tell us why Earth doesn't answer our signals.
And that's just another reason why we should go down there right now.
No. Not until we're safely in orbit and have studied the situation down there.
Alan Carter, please.
Yeah.
Could you come to the medical unit right away?
Right, I'm on my way.
Go ahead, Alan. And while you're down there, get something to cool the blood a little.
What the hell was that all about?
I'm sorry, Alan. She needed to see you, and I thought that shock might have a positive effect.
Me? Why me?
You're the shock. She thinks you're her husband. I'll try to explain it as best as I understand it. Regina believes she's living in another place, in some future time.
Living in the future?
Yes. Somehow she thinks of it as her past. This is her world.
Anything, Paul?
Nothing, sir.
Commander, beyond normal radio and magnetic disturbance, there is no source of control signal. None at all.
Signal or no signal, we can't delay telling the people on Alpha what the situation is.
One thing we know, there have been some major geological changes on the Earth.
To what extent?
We'll soon find out. We're making a detailed radio map of the surface.
Attention all sections Alpha. This is Commander John Koenig.
The moon's velocity has stabilized, and we're moving into a holding orbit around the planet Earth. We may shortly be activating the first phase of Operation Exodus, a reconnaissance probe of the Earth's surface. This is scheduled as soon as the moon is safely in Earth orbit. Earth orbit. Earth orbit. Earth orbit. Earth orbit.
10 seconds.
Earth orbit confirmed.
Somebody help me. Please.
Regina, please give that to me.
No. Alan, help me.
Easy, Regina.
No.
Give me the gun.
I knew you didn't die. I knew.
No. Leave her.
Well, the Earth's axis has moved between 5 and 6 degrees.
That much?
Climatic conditions totally different. Got the radio map ready for you. In Europe, there's a completely ice age climate. But here in North America, large areas of desert, as you can see. All these latitudes are just radioactive ash.
What about cities? Civilizations? Is there anything left of them?
Well, about the only place that looks as if it might be able to support life is this area here, a place called Santa Maria.
Is there any indication of life?
We just have to hope that some people made it.
Regina? I thought a condition was a mental one.
I thought so, too.
Victor?
2 brains.
Commander Koenig, emergency, main mission.
The scanners have just picked it up, sir.
Let's see it close up.
Seems we've found another moon.
That sounds familiar.
It should. It's our own navigation signal.
Another moon base.
Somehow we've caught up with ourselves.
Alan, prepare for immediate liftoff. We're going to take a look at that moon.
Right. have no boarding tube, and we'll have to walk.
Total evacuation. Operation Exodus. Where to? I can guess.
How did they die?
Their Eagle crashed on the moon about 5 years ago. They were both killed on impact.
5 years ago.
A space vacuum preserved their bodies.
The rest of the Alphans could have made it to Santa Maria.
If they're still alive. And I believe they are. I think that's what Regina was trying to tell us all along.
Well, we'll soon find out.
Why? Are you going down there, John?
I'm about to activate the first phase of Operation Exodus.
Wait, John.
Helena, we can't wait any longer.
Then please, consider this. You saw what happened to Regina as soon as we came into Earth orbit. It's possible. The closer we get to Earth, and those other Alphans.
Our other selves.
What happened to Regina could happen to all of us.
Bigger, please. Run that through, please. Thank you. It's moving faster.
You gotta be joking.
It is. And it's closing on us rapidly. If that other moon keeps up its present speed, we're going to collide with it.
How long?
48 hours.
It still gives us time for a close look. A phase 1 probe.
You'll only have 10 hours on the surface. We need at least 24 for total evacuation.
Paul, activate phase 1 immediately.
John,
We have no alternative. If we don't get off this moon, we'll all perish.
under the circumstances, only you and Alan Carter should go. Your other selves are dead. And if our people are to go down, the medical implications have to be studied. Like you, John, I have no alternative but to go.
Eagle now on course for Santa Maria.
ETA 2200 hours Earth time.
Good luck, Alan.
They are going home.
And heading back into future time. It's an interesting thought.
There are signs of habitation below, sir.
We know, Alan. We've seen it, too. Looks great. Pick your spot and set her down.
Well, looks kind of different out there.
Good landing, Alan. All set?
Yeah.
You two check the other end of the settlement. I'll work down from here.
What's happened? You've come back.
Kano, Paul.
Commander Koenig.
This is the Earth, but not the world we knew. It's an Earth where perhaps we never existed, or perhaps we have yet to be born. But apart from us, it's empty now. A civilization once flourished here, another Atlantis, perhaps. There are relics of them everywhere.
Where are the rest of the Alpha people?
Oh, for economic reasons, we had to disperse. They're scattered in groups like ours all through the valley.
Hello. Hi. What frightened them?
They've never seen a living ghost before. They don't understand.
They look like fine kids.
They are. Our finest achievement.
Whose are they?
Sandra's and Paul's. Yes, the children are our future. And as our situation improves, of course, there will be more.
That's a tremendous challenge. To bring back life to a dead world.
Yes, and it was not easy. It meant the total sacrifice of all our resources. Eagles, life support systems, fuel sources. That was why you couldn't contact us. Yes, we've had to use everything to make this place habitable.
Well, it certainly seems to be working.
Well, it was a choice. A decision that had to be made at the very beginning. If this community had failed, there could be no going back.
I think it was a wise decision.
You should know. You made it.
There was a terrible phenomenon. Like comets fighting in the sky. Regina was affected by it. 6 days later, she was dead.
That was when we came into orbit. Our Regina died too. Both at the same time.
Hardly a coincidence.
I was expecting you. Come in, please. I had to see you to talk. Do you understand what's happening to us? All I know is that we were the same person once. Somehow, we became two different people. And now we're here in the same time. We have no alternative. We have to come down here. Seeing you was a shock for both of us. I accept it now. Did you know I married? Yes. You married John Koenig. There was so much to do, even after he died. Now that you're here, there's nothing more left for me. John Koenig is here with you, isn't he? Don't be frightened. My time here is finished. No. We could help each other. It's my own decision. You mustn't die. It's not death. It's returning to you, to myself, and through you finding all those I love, including John. Goodbye. John.
We'll look after her, John.
Commander Koenig, bring your people down here. And what happened to Regina, to Helena, will happen to all of us.
We have no choice but to come down here. If we don't evacuate that moon, we'll all perish.
You cannot do it, Commander. We have children, a future. We will not let you destroy it.
We'll build in another place. We have exactly what you had to start with.
Go back to your own place. There's nothing for any of you down here, except destruction.
Paul, there's no time to argue this out. Just give the word, Commander. It's our decision, not theirs.
Wait.
All of you. Paul is right. You cannot live here, or anywhere on this planet. If you were to come here, there would be chaos and disaster. We know that Regina died when she confronted herself in her mind. Our Helena died when she confronted herself in the flesh. We are trapped in different times. But when those two moons collide, time will correct itself. Normality will return. There will be one moon, one community, one time. You must go back.
Back to what? Sudden death?
If you are not back on your own moon, when time does correct itself, you will have nowhere to die.
John, take us back. Our place and our time is on Alpha.
Moonbase Alpha status report. We have just survived our second encounter with a space warp. Central computer states that we've been catapulted 6 light years from our previous position. We've had no casualties this time. Our population remains stable at 297.
Gravity or magnetic forces could affect the course and speed of an object the size of the moon.
But they couldn't stop us cold like this.
No, of course, nothing we know of could do that.
And there's got to be a third force. And it must have something to do with that planet out there.
We've completed the tests in the generators, Commander. We can't trace any faults, but we're still losing power.
How? If there's nothing wrong with the generators?
Well, computer puts it down to external forces.
External forces, great. That tells us everything.
Computer's not a crystal ball, Commander. She can only predict on specific data.
All right, Kano. Paul, what's the situation?
Alpha's feeling the effect of the power loss, Commander. A kind of creeping paralysis. So far, only the long-range systems are affected, but it's getting worse.
Sandra, how long can we last?
At the present rate of loss, we have 38 hours. Phased economies would give us 10 hours more.
48 hours. What's the flying time to that planet?
30 hours, round trip.
30 hours. All right, we'll take down a team. Victor, scientific, Helena, environment. We'll take 2 security men. Kano, I want computer to select 2 people with the widest possible experience to round out the team. Now, when our long-range system's not functioning, we won't be able to rely on main computer down there, so let's take along everything we'll need on the surface. Alan, I want you to arm and provision an Eagle for 8. Immediate liftoff.
Right.
Paul, power economy starting right now. planet had been under routine observation for some time before the crisis. Every indication told us it was devoid of any form of life. As the power loss was affecting our long-range systems, we would shortly lose radio contact with Alpha. So we set course for the planet. Once there, we would truly be on our own. With us went the future of our people, for if we failed, our existence, like the moon, would come to a full stop.
It's a long ride, so get some sleep.
Activate phase 3 power cut, Sandra.
Did you sleep well?
Morning.
John?
Well, we've circled the planet twice, and there's no sign of habitation. Certainly no indication of intelligent life. But we're still looking.
We're wasting our time, Commander. It's just desolation and more desolation out there.
All right, Alan. Keep looking. Victor, what have you got?
This was a living world once, and then something happened, some kind of holocaust, which obliterated all life.
Then the planet is uninhabitable.
Well...
No. The atmosphere is stabilized. The radiation levels are tolerable. The planet is as it was before life stopped.
Now let's get down there and find some real answers before life stops on Alpha. Alan, take her down. Overpowering impressions crowded in on us as we stepped out onto the alien planet. A sense of timeless solitude. The silent touch of an empty world. The total absence of life. Death had visited this world, so our data told us. And as we moved on, we could feel it, closing in around us like a shroud. All right, let's set up camp over there.
There were living things here once. Birds, animals, maybe even intelligent life.
Yeah, we're just a few thousand years too late.
Right, thanks a lot. Everything's here, Commander.
Good. All right. Now, if you must leave your designated areas, let security know. Stay in pairs and maintain communication at all times. And one more thing. The fate of Alpha, all of us, depends on the answers we come up with. All right, let's go.
Strange place, isn't it? So barren and solitary.
Any open space would seem like that after being cooped up on Alpha.
No. No, it's something else. A feeling that maybe we are intruders. I don't know. Maybe you're right.
Luke!
What is it?
Scan those trees.
The first discovery had been made. The first link in the chain of events that would forge themselves into the inevitable, shattering conclusion. Helena and Victor had also forged a link. The planet was not dead. Its soil was simply locked in stasis, waiting for the bacteria that would restart the cycle of life and death. But that was before the most incredible discovery of all.
John? How much do you know about ancient Earth languages?
Earth languages?
Because unless I'm very much mistaken, that inscription is in Sanskrit, a basic Proto-European root language. Sanskrit, the mother of tongues.
You sure?
Well, not entirely, but...
John, Anna Davis is a trained philologist.
What? Maybe computer knew something we didn't. Anna, get here right away. Anna.
I don't believe it.
Sanskrit?
Sanskrit, yes. But different somehow. An earlier form, perhaps. But here, 1,000,000 light years away from Earth? How?
Can you decipher it?
Without the use of main computer, it will take some time. But yes, I think so.
Luke, would you? Luke! Yes, Commander.
This should warm the game up.
This is Controller Paul Morrow. Attention, please. Phase 4 power reductions are now operative.
Until further notice, travel tube facilities between sections 1 to 5 are suspended. Heating will be automatically reset to number 4, and lighting systems to half power.
Paul, look, I know you've got problems, but I must have more power, or my patients will freeze to death.
Sandra, allocate medical section 4 extra units.
Thanks, Paul.
And reduce heating in here by 4 units.
Don't worry. It can only get worse.
How's it going?
If only I had access to the reference library.
Yes. And if they could talk, would know how they died. What have you found out?
If they give me a chance, I might be able to tell you.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't mind me. It's just that it's very difficult. And I can make no real sense of it. I find it very disturbing.
Yes. The sooner we get out of this place, the better.
Oh, hello. Any luck? No, nothing we've seen could be causing what's happening in Alpha. I don't know. Those skeletons.
Well, they're humanoid. People very much like ourselves. The bones show that they died of radiation as long as 25,000 years ago. Now, that cave could have been their last refuge.
And those inscriptions could be their last message.
To you who seek us out in the ages to come, we salute you. The desolation you find distresses, no, grieves we few who will soon die. Our civilization gone, our world, arcane or Arcadia, poisoned, dying. We who caused our own something.
Destruction?
Yes, destruction. No need now to say, tell of the final event happening.
Holocaust?
Yes, that fits. The final Holocaust, when our world flamed in the inferno of 1,000 exploding suns. There's more, but the imagery is difficult.
Keep trying.
Arcadia is finished, but she, Arcadia, lives on in the bodies, hearts, and minds of those few who left before the end, taking the life, the something.
The seeds.
The seeds of a new beginning. To seek out and...
Discover?
No. Begin. Yes, that's it. To seek out and begin again in the distant regions of space. Heed now the teachings. Testament. Yes. The Testament of Arkadia. There is a passage here I can make no sense of. I'll need the reference library. Then it continues. You who are guided here, make us fertile. Help us live again.
Earth language. How could people from Earth be here 25,000 years ago?
No. Earth people didn't come here. The Arcadians. They found Earth. Ask Anna. She knows. Tell him, Anna. The trees. Tell him.
We found oak, pine, willow, beech, 40 different varieties of trees, all native to Earth.
You heard inscription. The Arcadians took the seeds with them. They found a new Arcadia, Earth. Our people originated here, on this planet.
Though the discovery in the cave left us shaken, it did not explain what was destroying Alpha.
We're running out of time, Commander. We have to get back to Alpha.
Alpha was freezing to death, and we were no nearer to understanding the force that held our moon, a static prisoner in space. We could bring life back to this planet. How long would it take to rejuvenate this soil?
It'd take 2 years to get the crops growing.
If we brought our people down, how long could we last on survival rations?
There are over 300 people, John. 6 months at the most.
6 months.
But with no power, Alpha will freeze to death in 24 hours.
So it's a suicide right on the way. But at least down here, we'd be buying time.
Not much time.
But time enough to hope for a miracle. And a miracle did occur, one that even now is beyond our understanding. A force, an indefinable intelligence did exist on the planet, and Anna Davis and Luke Ferro activated it, or were chosen as the agents of its will. What passed between them we will never know, but they emerged from the cave, their personalities profoundly transformed.
Decided to abandon Alpha. Get back here right away.
Phase 6 power cuts now operative. Heating now automatically reduced to number 2. And that includes medical.
All experimental sections are closing down. Travel tube facilities throughout Alpha will cease. Effective immediately.
Morrow, what the hell's going on?
There's nothing I can do, Doctor.
If you don't give me more heat, you might as well shoot my patients.
And I'm telling you, there's no way I can give you that power back.
Damn it, those people can't survive in these temperatures.
If these temperature drops continue, none of us will survive.
Then it's on your conscience.
Main mission. Come in, main mission. This is Koenig. Do you read me?
We have you, Eagle One.
All, what's your situation?
Desperate. 50% power loss.
All right, listen carefully. Put Operation Exodus into effect immediately. We're evacuating. Details later.
Stand by for an important announcement. We are putting Phase 1 of Operation Exodus...
Paul! It has stopped. The power has stabilized.
Check computer. Commander!
The power. It seems to be stabilizing.
Stabilizing? Are you sure?
Computer confirms. Power loss 50% and stable.
We're not losing any more power.
The power's holding. Commander, do we still evacuate?
No. Hold everything till we get there. The inexplicable had happened again. Another event that seemed to defy logic. Was this a sign that at last our desperate situation on Alpha was easing? That eventually we could hope for a full recovery and avoid committing our people to an uncertain future on a hostile planet? Only time would tell. Helena, I want you to check our chances of survival against a permanent 50% power loss and rush it right through.
Do you want me to work on the planetary data?
No, store it for now. We'll deal with it later.
Right.
How are we doing?
No change.
Good. Paul inside. Thank you. Morale?
Bad. But with this situation, what can we expect?
Our first priority is the lives of our people.
The planet?
Even worse than here.
John, if the power situation remains stable, our food and essential life support systems can cope. It'll be hard, but we can survive.
Paul, cancel Operation Exodus.
Right.
Neither past nor future. The future is the past. And the Testament of Arkadia, the link. They spoke to us, and we listened to them, you and I, Luke. There is no mistake.
Technical and service sections at loading bases may stand down. Security alerts and reconnaissance patrols at launch pads no longer operative. Main mission to all sections Alpha. Operation Exodus is cancelled. Repeat, cancelled. Personnel are instructed to report for normal duties.
Commander, we want to live on that planet.
Well, that's completely out of the question.
We belong there. We were guided to that planet.
Now listen to me. Up here we have a chance. A small chance, but a chance. Down there we have none at all.
A few of us could survive down there. We could, Luke and I.
Yes, you'd make out. But you'd have to take half our supplies with you, which would make life for us virtually impossible up here. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
But we must go, Commander.
Just do what I say. Now, look, we have enough problems up here. Now, please go.
Combination of the protein store. Give it to me. I'll kill you. I'll kill everybody here. Four, 0, 9. 8. End.
Combination correct.
Pharaoh, you must be out of your mind. Now put that laser away.
I'll kill her. Now, do what I ask.
All right, and Ego. Fueled and ready to take off. Now release Dr. Russell.
Commander, there's been an attack on the food store. Suspect, Dana Davis. We're looking for her now. Cut them off. Do it!
Security, call off a search. All right. An Eagle. What else?
A moon buggy. Stores and supplies to last us 3 years.
Do you realize what the loss of those supplies will do to us? Be rational.
You'll do it, Koenig, or she'll die.
Pharaoh, you have no chance of survival on that planet's surface. It's dead, barren.
No, Commander. We must bring back the seed of life to its place of origin.
Look, if you get what you're demanding, you'll be condemning Alpha and all of us to certain death.
If it is Alpha's fate to be the sacrificial lamb, so be it. Don't you understand? It was no accident that brought us to that planet. Our destiny is clear, preordained from the moment the Arcadians set foot on Earth.
He's asking too much, John.
Luke, you've got a deal. Paul, I want you to order stores and provisions and have them stowed on the Eagle. Alan, prepare the Eagle for immediate liftoff.
Do it!
Be warned. Any attempt to stop us will fail and bring down upon you the terrible forces of chaos and destruction.
No, let him go. Luke and Anna were beyond the call of logic and persuasion. They were caught in the grip of a fanatical obsession. Time bombs ticking away, with incalculable results for all of us if we opposed them, especially for Helena Russell. My first priority was to get her back safely, but to do that would put the whole of Alpha in jeopardy.
The supplies are aboard the Eagle.
And those supplies are vital to us, John, regardless of whose life's at stake, including Helena's.
Don't you think I know that, Victor?
Is it ready?
When the ship's sinking, the rats are the first to leave.
Move aside.
They're inside.
Luke. We've done everything you've asked. Now release Dr. Russell.
Not yet, Commander.
Now, we've kept our side of the bargain. Release her!
Dr. Russell comes with us. Don't. We won't harm her. You have my word.
Huh. We've heard that one before, Luke.
This is what you'll do, Koenig. Escort us out into space. Use the unarmed survey Eagle. And when we're out of range, then you can have her back.
Alan, do as he says. Take Survey Eagle 2 and follow them.
Listen, Luke. There's still time. Release Dr. Russell, hand over those weapons, and there's still a place here for you.
There will be no more argument. I do what I must.
Don't forget, Koenig. Any sign of pursuit, and Dr. Russell dies.
I understand. There'll be no pursuit.
Survey Eagle, clear to lift off.
Doctor, we're terribly sorry about all this.
Sorry? You are killing 300 people.
Try to understand. Think of all we've had to suffer since the moon was cast out to roam the wilderness of space. Inexplicably to stop here? Think, Doctor. It gives meaning to all this.
Believe us. There is a purpose.
A purpose? And you believe this purpose of yours justifies destroying Alpha?
Doctor, when the lines of destiny meet, the tools it uses are no longer necessary. Isn't that so?
Look, even if you could survive, Luke, Anna, do you realize what it'll be like? The only living beings on that whole barren planet. You're going to a living hell.
No, Doctor. We are going home.
We were powerless. We had no way of knowing what went on out there in space. Would they release Helena? Or would they foist more desperate demands on us? Even Alan Carter, following in the Survey Eagle, was now outside radio contact. All we could do was trust the words of fanatics and wait.
Commander?
Yes, Paul?
We've tracked them on optical. They're just about to go into orbit around the planet.
Let me know the second you have radio contact with Carter.
Carter?
Yeah?
Stand by for docking. It's time to part company.
Goodbye, Dr. Russell.
We'll have voice contact with Carter in a few seconds, Commander.
Come in, main mission. Carter calling. Survey Eagle heading for Alpha.
Helena?
Safe. But we've lost Luke and Anna.
Technical.
Commander?
Everything ready?
No problem. It's coming through now on subspace frequency 220.
Good.
Pursuit Eagle 3.
Commander?
Pursuit Eagle 5.
Eagle 5. Switch to subspace frequency 220. Got it.
Activate.
So you put a trace on him?
That's right.
Better get those supplies back.
Now I think you better get those pursuit eagles launched.
Pursuit Eagle 3 and 5. Ready for launch, Commander. We're moving.
The power! We are gaining power!
Cancel the launch.
But the supplies?
Got our power back. We won't need them.
Alan and Helena.
Alan, this is an emergency.
Full power. Alpha's on the move again. Hit that throttle, or you'll get left behind.
Anna!
All right?
Fine.
Yeah, we're fine. Excuse me a moment.
You sure you're all right?
I'm fine. They're all alone down there.
Yeah, Helen, I know. And there's nothing we can do about it. It was their choice.
Was it their choice, John?
And so the circle was complete. The seeds from Earth, so carefully stored and nurtured by us, had returned to their place of origin. I believe it is futile to seek answers to the incredible things that happened on Arkadia. All we know is that life has restarted there, and that for us, the creation myth of the first man and woman has a new significance. Our immediate struggle is over. For Luke Farrow and Anna Davis, it has just begun. They have found their beginnings. We still wander the emptiness of space seeking ours. We must keep faith and believe that for us, for all of mankind, there is a purpose.